that shit, and we found out about it. So we found out about the crazy bureaucracy. We found out about Hillary talking about marijuana and saying that she's against it in every sense of the word. Marijuana legalization. She's helping people who are spending money because they're going to make money if pot is illegal. So she's essentially making it okay for cops, for jackbooted thugs to lock people up in a fucking cage over pot.
Are you saying she's corrupt?
She thinks it's okay. She's not just corrupt. That's a monster. A person who would say that she's against marijuana legalization in every sense of the word, that person is an enemy of history. Like, you're a selfish monster who's willing to do something completely irrational just for personal gain. That's it. That's horrible.
Been a knock on Hillary from day one, and there's a whole paper trail of that. The pot thing,
though, is so scary.
Of her corruption.
And people don't think it's scary because it's pot, and pot sounds silly. But it's not about pot. It's about freedom. It's about you doing something that doesn't hurt anybody else, and someone deciding that they can lock you in a cage because they write some things down on paper. And it's no different if she wants to do that than if someone in this room wants to lock one of us up. Like if the 5 of us got together and one of us wanted to lock one of us up because one of us is smoking pot. It's that fucking stupid. It's really that stupid. It's an insane, insane law. And the fact that she was totally down to keep that law going in every sense of the word. That's an insane person.
Yeah, Brian.
Well, it's not just that. Her Clinton Foundation was a paper flight. Look up.
Well, it's gone now, right? Isn't it deteriorating?
What a surprise that it folded up. How amazing that she no longer has any influence in government. And all of a sudden, all those donations folded up. What a surprise. I thought it was an altruistic organization. But now that they can't grant anybody favors, all you have to do, don't look this up now, but if you're listening, Uranium One deal, Whitewater, and Travelgate. Just remember those 3 things and look up how corrupt they were.
And this is why a lot of people have a problem with the ideologues on the left, because they won't acknowledge that. So everybody that sees that and sees the deep, just integrated corruption, that it's just almost inoperable corruption.
That's right.
They see that and they don't want to admit it because they say Trump is bad. And if you talk about it, they say Trump is bad. And they have valid concerns about Trump. But that doesn't negate all the problems with her. It just doesn't.
Trump was elected because the Democrats decided to nominate somebody who in 2008 the Democratic voters already told you they didn't like, they didn't trust. Women didn't trust her. Not just men, women didn't trust her. So at the end of the day, you guys, the Democrats put up a candidate that people didn't trust. They just didn't. She just had a history of it.
Anytime she talked, anytime a word came out of her mouth, I didn't believe anything. She's just the most insincere, bad actress out there. Like her husband, he was believable. You wanted to believe Bill Clinton, but he was just better at lying. But she's terrible at lying, right? Is she terrible? Well, do you believe anything she says?
We're still talking about
it. It's hard to imagine that the system is so fucked up that it's missing key players so badly that someone that flawed could get to a position where the country has to choose whether or not this insanely flawed person gets to run the country. Like, that's crazy.
She was intelligent,
so many people,
ambitious, energetic.
I understand all these things.
Because the smart people don't want to run, right?
Exactly. And that's the problem. Yeah. And rightly so. Why would you want that shitty job? Why would you want that shitty job?
Because I'm pro-slavery?
Yes.
You can't do what you used to be able to do with that job. That job was a good job when you were JFK. It's not a good job when you're fucking Obama. It's not a good job.
It's stressful now.
You're dying out there.
See Obama just having the time of his life now?
Party.
Like fucking
How much weed do you think he smokes every week?
Oh, nonstop.
Do you think he eats edibles and thinks about drones?
Didn't he stop smoking in the middle of his presidency?
No, before I thought.
I'll ask you again. Do you think he eats edibles and thinks about drones?
That's my president. I'm not going to answer that question.
It's not your president.
Oh, not anymore. Yes. I don't know.
Donald Trump's your president. Biatch.
That's true.
No, did you see that girl who got it tattooed on her side? I put it up on my Instagram. No. She got it tattooed on her side. Trump is not my fucking president.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
You live in America,
deep.
bitch? That's your president.
But how deep is that? Imagine going down on her. You pull her shirt off and you're like,
so intense.
I like all that, though. That's what makes our democracy vibrant.
Stop saying that Trump is not my fucking president tattoo on someone's side makes our democracy vibrant, because that's not correct.
Freedom of speech, sir.
But writing that on your body forever?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because in 4 years, they're like, yeah, mine neither.
Last night, while Donald Trump was running for the Republican nomination, I really didn't pay that much attention to him. I heard crazy shit. He said crazy shit about Mexicans. He said this and that. And I'm like, damn, he sounds like a crazy man. Didn't really pay attention. But when you know, he won the nomination and he was going against Hillary, I started to pay attention. But then you always hear about shit he said in the past, although I never heard it. But when he was running against Hillary and they were debating, I agreed with to me, he just seemed like an honest shit talker. That's what he seemed like, an honest shit talker. You know, he's not politically correct. He's saying some abrasive shit, but he's being honest. And Hillary wasn't being honest at all. So last night I went back and I said, you know what? People keep saying all the shit that Donald Trump said. I go, I went to YouTube. Sorry, the library was closed, but I went to YouTube and I punched in Donald Trump's worst quotes and like the worst of Donald Trump.
Pussy number
and
one.
I smoked a bowl, and I'm like, let me fucking find out what the fuck he's saying. And he talks shit, but I agreed with most. I didn't really think anything was bad. I was like, is this a pro Donald Trump video?
Yeah.
Like, because people always hear that he said like the worst shit. Right. Like he's saying shit about Mexicans. What is he saying? Is he calling them wetbacks? You know, what is he saying?
No, they exaggerate everything.
They exaggerate everything, and I think
compare
a lot of what
to
you
Hitler
saw,
now and Stalin.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute. I went back and I swear to God, I had to check because I was just going through video after video.
Like, I don't get
Is it pro Trump or against Trump?
Yeah.
This is his worst shit. To me, he sounds like a boss. You know, he's
Like
a
a
shit
boss,
talker,
like a dude.
and he's not. And the guy. Then I went back and watched the shit he was saying while he was running against like Ted Cruz and Rubio. Those guys seem like. Yeah. They seem like they're hypnotized. They're like MK Ultra.
No, we know what they're gonna say. It's
they're
like
full of
robots.
shit.
Yeah.
I never had a problem
worst.
with. Yeah, I never had a problem with Trump of what he said. My problem
like
with
that he's
Trump
real.
is that he doesn't.
Yeah,
he's not
totally
interested.
real.
Yeah, my worry about Trump is that I think he's very, very narcissistic, but I also think he doesn't seem that informed or that interested in knowing what he doesn't know. That was always my worry.
That's why you
about
surround
him.
yourself with some
I don't know.
bees.
It could be a double cross. I'm not sold on Trump.
Yeah.
But the one thing is,
Thank God he's not drunk.
all the
Hey,
dirt.
you went to the bathroom. I haven't seen you do that in a long time.
Yeah, man, I've been here for a while.
Whoa.
I had to get here for a meeting an hour early, so I've been drinking. Might hit my wall.
I was just
impressive.
happy that
5
Hillary
hours.
didn't win. You know, that could have been anybody on the other side. All the shit on Hillary and her camp, the people that run her shit, that's too dark for me. I don't want that to keep going.
I think
so. She could have been running against Bozo the Clown. I would have been Bozo.
Or D's nuts.
That's what a lot of people did.
There's two things that are good about having someone like Trump in office. One thing is that people are going to get energized now and they realize that voting works and there's real consequences to not voting and the person that you maybe didn't want. And then also we have to re-examine our electoral college system that was created back when people couldn't fucking communicate with their representatives. You couldn't get to Washington. You couldn't just vote
Super old school.
instantaneously on your email or your computer. There 100% should be a way that you vote online, just like you can
Just your email.
bank.
Make it
email.
easy.
That's your email.
Easy.
Everyone's got their,
No,
It's
that's
too
not
easy to
good
hack.
because you have a social security number. Everybody has one. That's what you should be able to enter. You should be able to enter into an app that everybody gets. You have a photo. You stand there. It takes a photo of you. It takes your fingerprint like it does when you order something with Apple Pay or
make
some
it
shit
easy, man.
and vote. It's not hard to do.
That's a good idea.
It's not hard to do. They can do it. They just don't want to invest any time, and they can control. It's way easier to control controlled groups of people. As soon as you have everybody that's over 18 having access to vote instantaneously with their phone, you're going to get a very different result, and you're going to get people like Justin Bieber becoming president. Like really, like you got to understand.
yeah.
Like we have a popularity contest. That's what being the president is. It's fucking ridiculous. If you look at the amount of people that are on Instagram or on Twitter, like people that have like 49 million followers, at any given time, one of those motherfuckers can string together some really good sentences and we're like, George Clooney for president. We'll fucking do it. We don't even care if
Katy
you're good
Perry.
at it.
Katy
Perry,
went that
we'd
bitch.
be like,
All you gotta do
she's
is
so powerful and so amazing. I know she can do it. Lady Gaga could be the fucking president of the United States. Mark my words. She was on the Super Bowl. She said she was we had 109
dog, Selena
million.
Gomez.
How many she got?
109 million.
million.
Okay, Selena Gomez could be president.
I'll vote for her right now.
I don't even know who she is.
She's dating The
That's how
Weeknd.
I'm so lost. I'm so out of the loop.
Bieber's former ex.
The problem you'd have
Singer.
to solve with the electoral college is that if you do it just by popular vote like that, then that's one issue with it, but also the fact that states that are not very populated would get ignored by the government
That's what it should
because
be.
they don't.
Well, they would get
they
ignored
wouldn't
when
matter.
it comes. Yeah, they would
just
definitely
wouldn't
get
matter.
ignored when it comes to passing bills that help them or
Yes.
getting funding or subsidies. But also maybe they'd have to stop growing fucking corn and putting it in everything.
And get with the times.
Everybody's dying from corn, Brian.
Hey,
corn.
there's hope in you,
Corn-fed
man. You
cuts.
turned on Hillary. I like that.
Oh yeah, I never liked
like-
Hillary Bubba.
Spark that
I was under the impression
No,
that you
no,
were
no.
pro-Hillary.
No,
I'm,
it's-
I'm,
me too,
I'm,
Eddie.
I'm, I'm libertarian, brother. I'm a pretty conservative guy.
But there was no good
socially
choices.
liberal.
There was no good choices.
No.
I couldn't.
Pick your
Nobody wants to
poison.
do it.
Hey, but
Yeah.
I'm down to give Trump a chance to turn the economy around.
You have no
'Cause
other
what-
choice,
yeah,
Eddie.
what
He
else?
might. He might. There's a lot of
Yeah, I'm not
pro-growth.
going to go after him, but I'm not sold on Trump. But I like what he's saying. I like that he's honest. He's definitely. He never said. He never called Mexicans wetbacks or anything like that. He just said.
Said grab her by
he
the
said
pussy.
the same shit
Oh, my coffee.
Bill Clinton said about
too.
immigration in more of a abrasive way. That's all. He was more abrasive about it.
Well,
but Bill Clinton's saying the same shit.
he said all the same shit that people are
He
upset
got
about
his
Trump.
dick sucked in the White House.
That's not a big deal, man.
That's not a big
Let
deal.
It go.
Whoa, I celebrate that.
Let him go.
I'm a
And
Bill
what about
Clinton
JFK? JFK had an affair with Marilyn Monroe
lot
while he
of
was
women.
married.
Dude,
Allegedly.
Fucked a lot of
JFK,
women.
the best dressed
they said
president
11,
of all time,
11
too.
He had 11 affairs during his
Oh,
presidency.
he was a
Although
beast.
that could be bullshit, that could be disinformation.
Oh, no, it's well
But
documented.
here's my
Who knows?
question.
Maybe they were trying to smear him.
Here's
You
my
know?
question.
I don't know.
He had chlamydia.
Should Donald Trump, if anything positive happens from this, it's going to inspire other people that are like unconventional type candidates to run that might be better or more likely.
Nah, two-time Trump.
Two-term?
Two-term Trump.
You think so?
If the economy is doing well, he'll get another shot. If
Be
it's not,
interesting.
you know,
You know what I like about Trump is the CIA is so against him. Like John O'Brien, the
Who's that?
director. He's the director of the CIA. He's
you know him?
publicly
Not anymore,
against him.
Then it's a good thing.
He's not
Then
the
I'm
director
like, you
of the
know
CIA
what?
anymore, Brian?
No.
Who
There's
is?
something good about Trump if that guy's against him.
Pompeo, I believe.
What happened with this fellow that used to be
Well,
the head of it?
the head of the CIA is appointed by the president. It's a civilian appointment.
John
are
O'Brien right now.
You're usually a civilian who runs the CIA, and you're appointed by the.
Eddie says
incoming
John
president.
O'Brien.
John O'Brien's the director right
I
now.
O'Brien?
believe it's Pompeo, isn't it?
Jamie,
is
can
it?
we look
He
that up?
was. He was Obama's director.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obama's-
they
he's
switched
out.
it up? Okay,
Yeah.
he's out.
So
Did it
he was
change with the
Obama's
president?
director, and
Oh,
he doesn't
gotcha.
like the president.
Oh,
because
he's going
obviously
against him
Obama
publicly.
didn't like the president.
Publicly, you could punch that
But,
up. John
but
O'Brien.
Trump appoints the head of the CIA, so he has his boy.
He
in there
decides
now.
who.
I'm
yeah.
not sure if he does. You think he does?
Pompeo's
Well,
there.
he just
And
said.
Valerie.
He just read it and said it.
And Halpern, who the deputy director, was under
Jamie, pull it up.
investigation for running black sites. So, you know, if you want to talk
What?
about a controversial undersecretary.
Say that again?
Halpern, is it Valerie Halpern? She was an operative who ran a lot of the extraordinary rendition sites, the black sites where detainees under American supervision were tortured. She ran that. She was there. She was brought up with the Senate Arms, the Intelligence Committee, and questioned.
What do you think it's like to bang a chick who runs a torture operation?
You better go hard in the
I
paint.
tried to look for pictures. I couldn't
You
find
better
pictures.
go hard in the fucking paint.
Hard in the paint.
You better go hard in the paint.
I
She
know.
probably likes
Chains, whips.
yeah.
You gotta
She's a
slap
controversial
bitch.
Hey,
character, man.
Some guys are into that, but I'm not into any
I'm
kind
way
of
too
pain. No
lazy for
pain.
that.
No
No,
pain.
no.
I'm
Don't
not going to be
scratch
tied
me,
up.
don't bite
Don't
me.
scratch me. No biting.
Don't bite my
I-
lip.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna choke you out. I
50
can't
Shades
punch
of
you.
Grey.
Right?
I don't like it.
This 50 Shades of Grey has got people confused as fuck.
Some
They're
guys
bored.
are into that.
You know
There's
what
no
happens?
50 Shades of Brown.
That's from working in a fucking office. That's what that shit's from.
Correct.
Yeah.
Being suppressed, working in that cubicle, constantly worried about human resources. You get out of there, you want some bitch to tie you up and shit in your mouth. That's what happens.